Unmute. Hello, everybody. What are my deals? Welcome in, welcome in. Hopefully, I'm not muted. Hopefully, everything is going good and you're hearing everything. I was playing around with the cat eyes yesterday while the Young Nails stream. I think these actually turned. Did a bunch of magnetic designs. I like them. I had fun with them. That's that one. And then we did some other practice. First attempts, as I like to call them. But they were fun, I'm not gonna lie. This was the very first one I attempted. Kinda not the greatest, but we had fun. That's the main part, right? And then this one, two-toned. This is what I found interesting. I did purple, blue, and green. This is on black. Kind of like the way it looked. Kind of like dragony, I think. And this was the same colors over on the white. Don't hate it, but it looks like it has some kind of like brown tinge to it. But that's what experimenting is, right? We never know what we're gonna get. We just try and see what happens. And today we are starting the Star Wars set. That is interesting in itself. I just put the nails on here. We just have to buff them now. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little not looking forward to doing Darth Vader today, but I decided why not start off with the hard one first. Get him out of the way because I am not good at shading and contrasting or whatever the heck the words are used properly. But the fact that Darth Vader is all black, I don't know. I'm gonna try and to accomplish it. I don't know how I'm going to accomplish it. But we'll see, I guess. We'll see what we do. I've been wrapping my head around him since yesterday, so that's interesting in itself. Sorry, I'm not on camera buffing because I kind of just need to see what I'm doing. The last thing with press-ons, you really want to make sure that you get around the edges. I need to be a little closer to my face. And that's how it's comfortable to buff. I don't want to be causing myself no carpal tunnel. Old age already comes with enough problems. Don't want to add some to it if I don't have to. I think we decided to go with this nudie brownish color for the black background because I didn't want to do blue and I didn't want to do gray because that's what we did on the Mario set. I wanted to change it up a bit, and then I was like trying to think of all the characters. So, like, you have Chewbacca who's a brown, and then you have Yoda who's green, and then the white, well, off white coat, green color coat, or whatever it is, or is it beige? I can't remember. All you Star Wars fans out there, you can tell me I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan. I know a bit about it. I'm not gonna lie, I like The Mandalorian. That was nice. Growing up, we didn't really have TV, so I was never really into any of those shows, or not something my parents were into, so didn't watch them. Or the Saturday cartoons, sit in front of the TV, not leave the TV on a Saturday. How things have changed. Now we all just Netflix and chill, or Prime watch parties. Babe, the world has evolved. Kids now have so many game systems where it's like we used to just play with sticks and draw houses in the dirt. Well, in my small town, we my grandparents still to this day have a gravel driveway. Seriously, Rose? Oh, what did you get? What did you get? Oh, you got her out in time. Good job. What the hell did she eat while I was upstairs then? Ugh. I don't know if you guys have dogs. Mind my if certain language things come out, it's just been one of those days. Dog keeps getting into stuff that it shouldn't be getting into. I don't know why. It's like having a toddler. You always have to keep your eyes on them. And then you gotta watch what they throw up so you can figure out what they ate. This is why my husband's like, why did we put her in a crate when we go out? Well, this is why. Because she's a husky. She is 3 now, going on 4, I think. And if they are left to their own devices and they get bored, they will chew through everything. That is not a joke. I just don't want to risk it. So she has been crate trained since birth. Literally, because the breeders we got from, they started the crate training all the way back then. Used to sleep in a crate with her mother, and then graduated to just the pup crate, and then having her own crate in our place. Funny thing is, she'll even if I forget to close the door, like to lock it, she'll still stay in her crate through the night. But as soon as she knows the sun, as soon as she knows when I'm getting up, she'll come out of the crate then. Funny how that works, right? I hope everybody's having a fantastic Thursday. I'm not gonna lie, this day seems like it's like a never-ending day, but I'm kind of looking forward to supper tonight. I made chicken hamburgers. Well, I'm actually gonna make them breaded this time instead of grilled chicken. Grilled chicken. I know, more horrible for you, but whatever. One of those days where I'm gonna treat myself a little bit, even if I can eat it all. Who knows? Last night I had a crazy experience with my food. I couldn't eat much. Body was rejecting it. which I never experienced in my life till yesterday. And I was like, what is this crap? I'm like, oh my god, is this how people that get like the gastric bypass stuff feels? Because if it is, now I can see why they don't eat when they after they have it done, because that sucked. All I was trying to do was spit out the last bite into the garbage because I couldn't physically digest it. Weird experience. First time I've ever experienced. But like, oh, man, that's the first nail dropped on stream on the floor. Wow, guys, that's the first time that's happened. And how many streams? What are we at? Like 27? Well, guess it's got to be a first time for everything. Oh, first time for everything, right? So I hope my Darth Vader turns out okay. No, I'm kind of skeptical on how this one's going to turn out because it's literally black on black with a bit of gray. Oh, and did I mention it's black on black? Oh, I really don't know how I'm going to do this. We're just going to try. My son, when I was telling him about doing this, he came up with a cool idea. He was like, well, Mom, why don't you outline it in white? I was like, that is a possibility since it's black on black. No. But then I also thought, we could probably go matted and glossy too to try to contrast it. But the only problem is some matted top coats, aka the one I have, over time they can become shiny. So I'd have to like reapply it later, I think. But just gonna roll with some punches and see what happens, right? That's what we do here. Here is where you watch all my fatal flaws. So I decided, because we got so many different characters to do and they're all different colors, that maybe we're gonna go with this color for our base. Either the blue or the gray this time. Hopefully I made the right choice. Seems like there's much people here in chat to kind of dispute me anyway, so I win today. We will see what we get. I think this will be a good color for all the other characters. Like I said, I don't know. I'm flying by the seat of my pants here today, folks. And my husband's like, "Are you really gonna start with Darth Vader?" And I was like, "Well, that's the only one I'm really not looking forward to doing, so I might as well just knock it out first, and then go from there. Cause everything else after that has to be easy, right?" I say that, but watch, I'm gonna struggle with Yoda too. But I'm looking forward to doing Chewbacca because I want to see if I can make the furry texture even better than what I did on Donkey Kong back then when we did that one. Remember? Not like it was that long ago, anyways. I have some severe anxiety going on with Darth Vader today. That's because it's just so much black. So much. We'll see how I end up doing this. I've got about 16 ways I've tried to figure out in my brain. And we're gonna try a couple of them and see what works. I think my son might be right. I might have to go with some white outlines, maybe cloud, or maybe even a gray outline on some, just to kind of see where, so you can see the detail. Because if not, I think you just end up being a black mush ball. I don't know. I think anything after him. Well, actually, I don't know, because stormtroopers are white, so they're probably just, even though they have some black, but like, but I know I could get away with shades of gray in that easily. Just to keep the black looking black. That's the part I think that scares me. The goal is to have this set done by the 4th. That's why we're starting it today. We want to try and finish this one on stream by the 4th. But, everyone knows what May the 4th is, I hope. If not, then I don't know why I'm doing it. I think this will be a good, which is funny because I'm usually not a nude colored person. I might actually. The funny thing is, the more I use certain colors, the more I actually start to like them. Which is so weird because I was never a pink person. Always hated pink. Then I started wearing a little bit of like hot pink with black because I like the contrast. Now I don't mind pink nails. Oh, who knows? Might turn into a nude person after this. And don't take that the wrong way, people. Not trying no nudist thing. Saying the nude colored polish. You clarify. I wonder how many different shades of black I can get off by adding different levels of white dots. I don't know. Like I said, Darth Vader is definitely the experimental one on this. I really think the stormtroopers I could do pretty decently. Like I said, different white shades that you can use. Easier, but can't can't really change black that much. And it just looks like gray. That's why I think I might have to use some matting and gloss effect to really pull this together. You guys are going to be here experimenting with me. Thanks for joining the experimental club today. It feels like experiment. That's the thing. Try to do this as raw as possible. That's probably why I like Twitch instead of YouTube and making VODs. Like, sure, I know you can go live on YouTube. I feel that's more of a polished area than Twitch. Twitch seems like, sure, you could be putting on an act. I guess some people will, but I just like to be me. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, well, you don't have to. I really don't care. Go find somebody else to watch. Not gonna hurt my feelings. We're gonna do 2 coats of this base coat, just all even. I think this time, the funny thing is I made the pinkies this color because just in case I change my mind. That way I have the option. Could have just let them clear till we got to pinkies, but I live on the wild side. Things. I think the pinkies might end up with a black background, and we'll do the lifesavers on each lightsabers, however you pronounce those things, on each. They might end up going black later, but I just wanted to leave it peach just in case I change my mind. Obviously it'll take a while before we get to the pinkies. They're always the last that we do of the set. Like we go big to go smaller and smaller. I just hope I made a good. Oh, got the dropsies today. Holy crow! Just hope this color does the background justice. If not, oops, whatever. At least these aren't for anyone in particular. They're just for my own showcase. Okay, however they turn out. Posted my mental health set today on Instagram. I thought it was pretty cool. Used the green magnetic cat eye polish. Positive messaging that, we all need from time to time. from time to time. Oh my goodness. My English is so great. You wouldn't know that that was the only language I speak. Ugh. Okay. I say, did I second coat this one? But I can see the white patch there. So nope, this one didn't get second coated yet. I love when the beginning when I do this. That's why I guess that's why I don't really take to doing solid colors a lot. Okay, that's done. Darth Vader's done. Here you go. You just get a hand blob. I guess this is why I'd probably lose. I think they're nice. Not gonna be wrong. Simple sets if that's your thing. For me, it's like almost too simple. I need something. I need some flair. I don't remember what was that movie now. The flair pieces. You have to earn flair. And after this one, start setting up our pink colors and messing around with some black shades. Always shades. Funny when I call black a color, and people are like, no, you know it's a shade. Well, sure it's a shade, but where we were taught in school colors. I don't hate this color. I'm not gonna lie, it is growing on me, but not a color I would particularly wear. I think it kind of just fades in with my skin a little too much. But when having nails is so they pop nice and vibrant, which grow it is pretty real at this point. Oops. Again, I'm gonna have to redo them. Yet I'm still postponing them just because I don't want to do the shave off. I didn't want to shave off my artwork. You can't make me. I guess theoretically you can, but no, I'll have to give in soon because this one it's literally hanging on by a hat. It's literally hanging on by the hat. I know it's gonna happen if I don't do it soon. It's gonna be a severe breakage. Breakage. Why are you doing this, brush? I'm gonna have to cut that piece of hair. Yes, when the hairs don't want to stay in the brush and they want to have a little feather off, and I can't see it because it's so microscopic. Sometimes so it doesn't ruin your thing, you have to come in and chop it off. Eventually, this is gonna have no hairs on the brush, and then by then I'll have to buy a new one. That's when we'll give in, I guess you'd say. That's when you give in. Okay. We are going to now mix these colors. I don't know. See how it goes. I don't know why. Why do I do this to myself? This is like self-torture. Put some of this here. Start with Piles of black. Oh, actually, no. I'm gonna make this one big. I don't know. Or maybe use it all. It's gonna be a lot of black today. Okay. We want. Oh, actually, hold on. Maybe I'll bust up my rings again. See something. That ring. I love rings, right? This one, which one? L6. CL. Which one is CL again? Uh, Making a mess. This is another reason why I use big plastic sheets. Lying across. Okay. We are going right over here for now. This is the fun part. Experimenting. Maybe we'll just call this segment of Twitch. Let's just mix paints and leave. Okay. Move that nail out of the way. Okay, we're gonna come in with a little bit of white. Oh, sorry, it's not even focusing. See, little. Now let's see what that does. Does nothing. With another little bit, well, more than a little. This one's a little bigger. That's a shade, I guess you'd say. Black, maybe? Let's see. A little different. It's a little different. That's like the cat. And we'll come in. Another dull white. Over here. Now, if you ask me why I'm doing the white dome away from it, it's because looking at my screen, this is blending into my table now. You guys can't even see that color. Interesting. I just looked at the camera. Notice that. Fun fact. Color blends in too well. Maybe. Well, I think we'll go with that. Oh. Now, everybody, we take a deep breath in. I should have need more than a deep breath in. I have a song stuck in my head. Like a light. I think I need to be out like a light right now. Because I've just bit off more than I can chew, 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 or swallow. Guaranteedo. Where do I even start? This one is the bigger question. Oh, no, I was looking at you because that's that, huh? I'm assuming you're going to the store soon, though? Oh, because I want to be able to make it right after the stream, right? That, and I might need some kind of liquid courage. Yeah, that's the last one I have. Because I don't know. I really can't count. I think these are shades that'll work. But I don't know how I'm doing black on black. Boy. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are boarding the flight to There's No Going Back. And what we get is what we get, and don't get upset. Anyone that has kids, I'm sure you've used that phrase before. You get what you get, and you don't get upset. But so and so got this. Yeah, don't care. As my mom used to tell me, if so and so jumps off a bridge, are you gonna do it too? Oh, maybe. Can't believe we're doing this. What planet did I think this was a good idea? All because of May 4th. See what May 4th does to people? In the art world, they challenge themselves beyond challenge. Guarantee you. Never. I've crocheted Darth Vader before. I've never drawn Darth Vader. Well, as of today, I've definitely never put one on a nail, so this is all a bunch of firsts for me. I don't know what I'm doing. Why did I even say I was gonna do this? That's the thing, when you open your big mouth and say you're gonna do something, you gotta put your money where your mouth is. Okay, we're gonna go with this. We're going to try this at least. And beyond my struggles today. Definitely enjoying doing this for you guys. Challenging myself because it's really starting to. I can see my line work already starting to improve very, very well. So, from where I started. So, like, for my own personal growth, I love this challenge. I love to myself. Might end up going silent here on you guys. Not by choice, but by sheer concentration. And the big dirty secret, why I don't um have a face cam on when I concentrate. Quirky habit. I stick my tongue out and bite it. And I don't want everyone looking at me like I'm crazy. Just gonna know I'm crazy by my voice. And I keep looking up at the picture for my reference, and I'm like, how am I gonna pull this off? I might as well just go balls deep. See what happens. The ball to the wall. There's really no going back. Eventually, I start looking up these cameras. Or camera arms for to hold my phone. I gotta stop hitting it. I think we're just gonna go with this. I'm just gonna file this one. File fill this in. Oh my goodness. I'm thinking about my own nails. I think I'm doing Batman or something right now. Black. Ooh, maybe that's another set we should do. Comic book people. Batman. That's the thing though. There's so many opportunities. The opportunities are endless. Okay. We're gonna do the toque, as I like to call that, and put that in. Oh my goodness gracious. Why do I do these things? What do I feel like? My top coat is scratched. Dang it. Trying to hold on for as long as I can. But no, the nail gods are really trying to tell me it's time to shave off all your hard work. See, guys, this is why I recommend if you want to do artwork like this, don't be stupid like me and put it on your nail if you really enjoyed it. Mind you, this is the first one I really was impressed with. Now I gotta shave it off. If I had it on a press on, at least I could pop it off and put it back on whenever. I'm gonna have to redo him on a press on. I just hope he can turn out better than he did the first time. Or if I got beginner's luck, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm my favorite characters and I want to shave them off. But it's okay. And fingers crossed when I redo them, I'll do them better. Especially after doing 2 sets of Mario and really working on line work, and definitely with this one we're gonna try some contrast, like shading, I guess, to kind of like make different looks. But I don't know, guys. I don't know. I want to maybe I'm gonna try this lighter color. I don't know. Let's see. hit the camera. I'm sorry, that's my big old lump of a head. Okay, so we want this kind of like. That's not really center, is it? Oh my gosh. Depth perception's off today, guys. Call the doctor. Okay. Round two. This is like Smash Bros. Here. Round two. This. Oh, was that dream that good, man? Down here. Oh boy. This one I really challenged myself. Oh boy, oh boy. I'm having much anxiety over this guy. You know what? I'm gonna cure that there because I don't want to mess up anything. Positive thoughts, positive affirmations. It's okay if it doesn't turn out the way you want it to in your head. You'll do better the next time. This is just practice. And what do I tell the kids? Practice makes perfect. Always got to keep practicing. No one, no one came into this world knowing trigonometry and how to walk. All had to learn somewhere. And Star Wars fans out there, please, 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 please. I am not good at shading stuff, so please do not go so hard on my Darth Vader. We are just trying the best. We're trying some techniques out. We're hoping for the best, but you know, we're preparing for some janky looking nail, but we're gonna see what we can accomplish. I got a 3 hour stream to do it in, right? I feel like this one will be like one of those SpongeBob 2 hours later. We're looking at the same thing that we started with. But it's all well and good. Gonna keep on trucking. Okay. Because those were thin lines, I wanted to make sure they got a full cure. Because I find sometimes if you don't fully cure the thin lines, you come in to wipe something off with your. Or if you hear that, my off balance for some reason. Today is just one of those days. Positive affirmations. I feel my butt vibrating. Don't necessarily know if that's a good idea. I want to go downstairs and see how off balance that is right now. Someone please remind me next time to maybe think twice before I do something. I say I'm gonna do something. Then again, I said I would never Twitch, but here we are. So yeah, that happened. Think here a bit. Doesn't do this, but I just want to see what this is. I'm sure you guys, this probably still just looks like a black mush. But the one thing I like about art, no matter unless you're like one of those perfectionists, you're just me, average Joe, just having fun. Always have to remember, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Everybody's art styles are the same. Okay. Okay, let's cure that. So funny because I keep looking over my screen and this color is not even showing up. So it looks so weird. It looks like I only have gray, black, and white. And there's like this darker gray tone. Okay. All we're doing is the top part of his helmet, so I think we're doing fantastic. Want that. The funny thing is, Darth Vader's helmet almost looks like the haircut I had every day as a kid when I was younger. I used to always call myself, I mean, especially now when I look at the pictures, like, oh, look at helmet head. I had bangs and hair that went to your shoulder length. Well, before that, it was hair that went all the way down. But then eventually I finally convinced my parents to cut it. My shoulders. It was like a helmet head. I go with this one, I think. Word here, I said I think. Do that. Just going to over it. Maybe. This is what we got going on so far. I don't know if you guys can see anything really besides black. Oh boy. I am definitely not doing. We will. I really think it might have been right highlight. Cause it'll go to his head. See, mommy, I told you. Mm-hmm. Marty Pants McGee. think this light gray might be doing it. Maybe I even lighter gray. We're gonna make see what happens. That instead of the Miss Frizzle's bus, this is the Nail Diaries bus. Trials and tribulations of Nail. I think part of it too is I'm overthinking this so bad. You ever heard that thing where it's like, maybe it'll rain today, tomorrow, maybe it will, maybe it won't. Maybe it'll rain tomorrow, maybe it will, maybe it won't. Yeah. Or like good old lamb chops play along song. This is the song that doesn't end. This is what I feel like is going on with this black. There's so much black everywhere that everything just looks like black. It'll continue being black because Darth Vader is only black. Oh god. I should not quit my day job. But mind you, I should be quitting my day job at the same time. Day job. Now, press on nail business. Darth Vader's got me a little loopy. I think there might be some something in the spaceship. I got little Einstein song stuck in my head. Oh my gosh, what is going on today? I shouldn't be left to my own devices. Maybe this is why my kids tell me I'm crazy. Okay, I got that part done. Cool beans. Oh, decisions. How I hate decisions. Oh, hello, J Rob. Thank you for stopping by. I'm here going crazy in Loopy Land, but good job you missed it so far. Unless you've been lurking, then you haven't missed my craziness. But Darth Vader's making me a little loopy. The funny thing is, I picked the hardest one first, in hopes that if I do the hardest one first, I'll finish the set in time. You fell asleep, no worries. I hope you're feeling better. I hope that most of the cold has finally exited the system. Man, how many people have been sick lately? Oh, I'm feeling for everyone's pain, but please, thank God that Twitch is a COVID barrier place, you know? If I catch anything from the Twitch universe, there's something wrong. Then I need to check this mic or something. So far, the only place that brings in colds is the never ending one that always brought them in the first place kids in school. Even my son, who decided to go outside yesterday in, I think it was only 10-degree weather with a sweater on, after I told him it's not, he's like, the sun's shining, it's hot. I said, it's not hot, but now who was home from school today coughing? Yeah, him. Am I going to get his plague? Hopefully not, because every time he gets a cold, I catch it, and I don't want it. Yeah, just the cough left. Oh, well, that's good news. That is very, very good news. Only the cough left. That is a win in my books. But I find that's the one that always lasts the longest. Is the lingering cough, and it's the one you hate the most because you've been coughing already. That everything is sore and hurts. I really think I can see a little bit of difference in this one, but I don't think you guys can because it literally is like black on black. This is where we're at so far. It's literally black on black, so it's like I don't know if you guys can see anything really. But we're gonna try it out. I might have to go a little lighter. I don't know. My fault for being a heavy smoker, and I feel you. I feel you. The most I ever did was I still call it a heavy smoker, but the most I ever did was about a pack a day. And then I'd tell myself, but dude, you can't smoke more than a pack a day. Like budget. Can't handle that. I can see the subtle details that I'm making here. I think you guys can see it. I might have to go lighter. There I go to hitting the light again, guys. Sorry. Okay. And of course, I knew that was gonna happen. Why do I use Are both inside? The other dog's still outside. Rose. Still outside. That question. Check on her in a minute. Yeah, what? Don't like that. Come in again. Did I just put light gray in that one? Oh, I think I did. I think the light gray is the way I'm gonna have to go, actually. Is that the light gray that I put in there? A touch of this light gray. That's showing up a little better. I think that's a little better, a little lighter. You can see it better. Okay, we're gonna charge. We're gonna charge that. Yeah, we're gonna cure that. My brains are rattled today. My rattled, rattled. Ooh, what are you having for dinner? I'm going to make breaded chicken. Bread the chicken. Have chicken burgers. I was gonna have grilled chicken burgers, but I had the last week. Alexa, stop. But the hubby was like, "Can you bread them this time?" And I was like, "I guess." Yes, I'm doing more work, but it's okay because today's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday, tomorrow's happy day. I don't know about you guys, but no matter how many horrible things go ass backwards on a Friday, nothing can bring me down because I know the next day I get to sleep in and I don't have to wake up at 6:45 in the morning. Mint steak for burger and fries. Ooh, yummy. I guess everyone's kind of going down the burger way. I'm going down the chicken burger. You're going down the steak burger. Guess it's kind of burger vibing day. Not gonna lie. I even have coleslaw that I made days ago that's been kind of fermenting in the sauce that I made. So I'm actually gonna put coleslaw on top of my chicken burger. I've never done it before. I see lots of people doing it. I like coleslaw. I do like chicken. Coleslaw with bread doesn't sound like bad, so I think I'm gonna try it this round. Guess we'll see. Do. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to make that longer now. We're just gonna make that right off the get go. I already tell that I need to bring this face down more. Oh, God, come on. Today is just today is testing me. Lord, I do not need any more tests today. Literally at my wires. At my end of my rope. Please. Good. Not test me anymore today. Greatly appreciate. First time I dropped a nail on the floor on stream was today. I think it was because I was bragging to my husband last night saying, "Why is it every time I stream, I do better than when I'm not streaming?" Today, lo and behold, the universe is testing. You said that? Now I'm going to give you some trouble. Give you some hell. Okay. I think we're doing good there. Tighten this up Just a little bit. Oh, guess what I started doing again last night, guys? I watched season 2, episode 1, and then got really pissed off from because I wanted to watch it because I was, you know, anyone that has watched it knows what the season 1 ending was like, so I kind of wanted to watch it. I knew I was going to get pissed off because there was only the one episode. So, because I was pissed off with that one, I went to a good old fashioned starting over because the husband's like, the new Doctor Who will come out soon. I was like, you're right. He's like, do you think we'll be able to binge watch it in time? I was like, let's go for it. So, guess who's watching Doctor Who again, which I think is perfect timing because by the time we're done these nails, I'll have a good chunk of Doctor Who binge watched again and be ready to make the Doctor Who set. So, that makes me pretty excited. But, I'll tell you, not too happy with this. Why are we still only releasing one episode at a time? Like, come on, guys, we're not watching TV no more. We're all using streaming things. Just give me the whole thing. You gave me all of Wednesday Adams. Give me these things all at once so I can binge watch. I'm a binge watcher. I'm not a one episode person. I like to binge watch. I think I might have fell asleep during episode one. Well, the one that starts off with Rose Tyler. And my dog's name is Rose. Kids just think it's Rose like the flower. Even though after a while they clued in there and they're like, Mom, did you, when we were agreeing on the name in the car on the way home, and you guys said Rose, were you doing it off of Doctor Who? I was like, yeah, of course, but I'm not going to tell you. Technically, her name is Rose Tyler, but to you guys, it's just Rose. The things we do, right? I think we're gonna try this. We are playing with this. The one reason I am happy to try this is because I really need to start working on. I would like to eventually be like everybody else and can make faces and realistic photos, even though I know not everybody can do it. But like I tell the kids, with practice is perfect. So trying to put my money where my mouth is a bit, but I'm really not getting this shading stuff yet. Mind you, I haven't really even YouTubed or Googled enough about it yet. But I think it's about time. Funny thing is, when the kids were interested in drawing, I bought them drawing books, but I'm thinking now I'm gonna go in their room and steal their drawing books because if I'm gonna be hand doing characters and stuff, I think it's about time I learn something. I tell the kids, if that's what you're interested in, read the books. Well, I think it's time. Old mommy here puts her money where her mouth is. I think this is definitely going. Definitely on the more cartoon side is more forgiving, right? Very forgiving. I would like to at least try a realistic one eventually. I know I'm not up to that caliber yet. So that's why I work on these little characters and work on my lining and stuff. Cause like I would like to be able to do at least one. Not saying I'd become it full time, but you know, like you gotta always try something once, right? I want to kind of come out here. Oh, maybe a oh child.
Darth Vader?
What? Izaka's Darth Vader? Oh, because of the thumb.
You had teeth there.
Oh no, Izaka's not Darth Vader, babe. But your mother, on the other hand, might be losing her marbles. Oh boy. Your mother definitely is putting her mouth where her money is today. I always tell you guys, you gotta try once. Don't be telling me it looks like something. Mother's lost her marbles. I'm gonna go to bed dreaming of Darth Vader tonight. I'm literally gonna go to bed dreaming about this. I can see it already. I'm gonna go to bed with visions of Darth Vader in my head. What? What are you talking about? See, I think that one would have been easier to draw. What is that one? Kylo Ren? That one would be a lot more easier than black on black on black. I have to go in with gray. There's no other way to do it. I'm actually looking forward to seeing people's uh posts this week. Well, not this week. Maybe the 4th. I guess everyone will be doing it on the 4th. I did mine early because I want to be finished on the 4th. What? Am I really doing a set? Other people will probably nail. People might be doing a set for May 4th, but I don't think they. Well, there's probably people doing a lot better job than me, but it's all good. Right? We're all just having a laugh at my thing at the end of this one. Yep, that's what my parents told me. Why do you think I'm only 5 feet tall? I drank too much coffee. No, I drank tea. Oh, I forgot Rose is still outside. Thank you. But I don't know. Now this pop might be too cold. Nah, it's okay. Okay. So we got we're going through a bazillion decisions right here. Bazillion and three. Just trying to get a look. I think we're doing semi okay. But like I said, it might be a little more cartoonish. You are putting in the work. Most people are not. Oh, why thank you, J Rob. I am putting in the work because I know even if it does turn out Lizzie McGuire-ish, I'm definitely learning something for everything I create. And that's what I always tell I always try to look forward to. Like even if I don't like something, try to look at the lesson that it taught me. This one right now is gonna help with my shading overall. Like how to make black on black not look so black. Yes, I guess that's the only way to say it. But definitely I think in a couple of years I'll be able to master this a lot better. Yeah, I'll be the new master. Um, we are maybe about here, I think. Oh man, that line is crooked. And so anyway, when I say crooked, I always think of am I crooked letter, humpback. thing. Oh, I'm gonna have to clean up my desk after this. I'm just throwing tissues around at this point today. Normally not this messy, but I don't know why I feel the urge to be messy. We're here, maybe. I got it. Not as far down as I want to come. I don't even. We're gonna go up just a little bit, I think. This is what we got so far. You know what? No, I'm gonna come in with the thicker of those lighter lines. I can see it, and the picture after will definitely. Yeah, I had to go. I was doing a darker tone before, but I feel like I'm gonna have to outline in the gray. It's like it's the only thing that's working. Because even for me, like looking at black for so long, it's like just blending in that I kind of had to go with a gray color to kind of separate it to outline it. Which my son had a point. He said, "Why don't you just outline it in white?" Which I was like, I might have to go that option if I want it to look a certain way. But so far, the gray is working, so we'll see. If we end up having to add white, well, we'll go with it. But I hope you guys are all learning something too from my mistakes and stuff. And hopefully, it's giving you guys ideas how to improve your work as well. Definitely, I'm learning here. This is a definite big learning curve. Like I said before, my husband was like, "Are you really going to start off with that one?" And I was like, "Out of all the ones, I think this is going to be the hardest one." So, like I tell the kids, you have a group of homework to do. Pick the thing that you think that you hate the most, or you're not going to want to do. Do that one. Get it out of the way, and everything else seems easier. So that's my life lessons for you guys too. If there's something you really, really are stressing over that you don't want to do and you have no other choice to do it, I have a choice here, but I chose to do this, so in my head I have no choice. But literally, start with the hardest part and knock it out. That was great. That was a great response. For everyone that's not uh, reading chat or listening in, or only listening in, oh my god. So Will took off his boots and now he said, "Oh man, let my toes breathe." You know what my response came out without thinking? Toes don't have lungs. That would so be something my son would say to me. Like if I was like, "Oh, now," like sometimes when I take off my bra and I'm like, "Oh, a weight lifted off my shoulders." He's like, "I thought that's what the bra does, Mom. Isn't that why women wear them?" I was like, "Oh my, oh boys, I don't know how I'm gonna raise one. I think I'm raising a wild animal. Maybe we should just let Mowgli raise him." He's always witty. Like during COVID, My kids are not smart. They're not smart. They're not dumb kids. They're really intelligent, especially with world issues. Well, they heard about the whole toilet paper shortage, and they saw that we were struggling to get toilet paper at the time because we only buy what we need, not what we want, because we're on a budget, right? Like we don't really have a stockpile or nothing. So they learned about it. And I told my son one day, I said, "Listen, get upstairs before I put my foot up your butt." You know what the kid turned around and responded to me was, "Well, thanks for the free toilet paper, Mom." I was dumbfounded and I literally busted a gut. I was like, "Good comeback, kid. Good freaking comeback." I was like, perfect timing too, because it's the beginning of COVID and the toilet paper shortage. But I'm like, mm, good comeback. So even now to this day, that's the running joke in this house when I tell him, "You better put your laundry in the laundry basket, or I'm gonna put my foot up your butt." Thank you for the free toilet paper, Mom. I swear I might say it on his wedding. His wife might hate me, but hey, I'm the monster-in-law, right? Or at least that's what we're thinking, right? So, yeah, I think that's where we'll be at. My kid makes me laugh. He's always so witty. I don't know where he came from because I still trying to figure out how I grew that inside my stomach and it came out like that. But he's a bad kid or nothing. I just That's not me. It's not my characteristic. It really, unless my husband was a completely different kid than he is an adult. I don't know where he gets it from. I have not the slightest clue. That's the joys. Just gonna. We're just trying things out here. This one might end up being a very bulky nail with all the trying things. Thing we don't know unless we try. The funny thing is, all day today, every time I keep touching the polish with my hand, like not a smart person. Don't want to become allergic to this because I don't want to give up my passion for this. I keep thinking about it as them talking about people rolling the gel in their hands and stuff. And I'm like, oops, oops. Now here I am trying to wipe it off my hand because I'm being lazy. Hmm. We're going to go about here. Okay. I think that's half decent. Half, I said half decent. I dropped a wet gel nail on the floor and picked it up with my toes. I'm glad I'm not the only one that does that. Sometimes when it goes right underneath the desk, I'm like, oh my god, to roll my chair, even though it's on wheels. It'd just be easier if I use my feet to get it. Now, mind you, it's not for other people's sets. I won't do that. I do have some hygiene. But if it's just for myself or Michaela, I'm like, or just a practice nail, I'm like, good enough. Don't care. Obviously, if it's a product I'm doing for somebody else, then I do care. Then I'm a little more like, oops, okay, let's be hygienic. Don't want a repeat of COVID or some nonsense. I do it too. I'm guilty. That's the thing. I'm very guilty of bad practice when it's just for myself. Very, very bad. Oh, I just put nail polish in my mouth again. Oh my god, why? How did I do that? Sometimes I think I have problems. Other times there's MasterCard. Remember those commercials? They're still my favorite. Everything else is MasterCard. Well, sure there is. Put myself in a bigger hole that I can't get out of. That's the one thing they don't teach you in school either. Credit is absolutely everything. Don't screw it up. I wasn't told that one. Guess what I did? I done screwed it up. Okay, Milo, I'm coming. Just 2 seconds, bud. When I put this in the thing, I'll come let you in. Understand how one dog went in and the other one went out, but okay. Actually, I do know. Oh, the husband. Oh, that's where we're at so far on his face. It does look a lot better with the gray outline. You can see it better. I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm not gonna put back and be right back screen because I literally am gonna be 2 seconds.
Can't see any.
Oh, okay. Hop, snot, Leo, we're back. Yes, that's from Cars. Another classic. Good movie from Disney. That's like, uh, oh my gosh, what is that one called? The Reef? Whale Wash? Oh, love those little ones. I don't care how old I get. I probably still like Disney. We are working this out. Somehow. It is somewhat working out. I am a little impressed. We want doing this. Okay. This is not going to say, Luke, I am your father. This is going to say, Luke, I'm botched. This woman botched me up. I'm okay with. I don't like that a bit. You know what? Maybe we'll go with it. We'll see. We're gonna see. Oh, I don't like that. You know what? First thing I'm gonna go for, I think. No, maybe with black. Black. The blue black, as I think. Or the dark black. I don't know. The shade of the shade. Okay. Going with that. Yeah. Cure that up, I guess. We'll cure that up and go from there. This is where we're at so far. Oh my goodness. I swear, he's really gonna haunt my dreams tonight. I'm really going to sleep with visions of black, black, gray, gray, black, black, gray, gray. If I wake up with bruises, I was fighting Darth Vader in my sleep. Maybe. Maybe that might work. Maybe. I'm just things up. Darth Father. I know. I was gonna make a little joke. I was like, oh, maybe I should put him in a cardigan, a yellow cardigan, and make him Darth Father. But I'm like, only people would know that would be the Ramon troop. The only people that would know that. So I was like, eh, maybe I do a side joke nail later and post it in my Discord. But then I'm like, well, maybe I will, actually. Maybe I will. Maybe I might do that. Do a Dark Father nail just to post in my Discord. Because obviously by then I would have perfected this a little better. Right? The second time has to be better than the first time? I don't know. If anyone's like me, like the first time I get all the luck, after that it's all downhill. It's all like a natural disaster at that point. I don't get. I don't know why it has to be like that. But I thought of that too. I was like, I'm gonna make Darth Vader just for Ramon. But then I was like, yeah, I really want to botch that up. Or maybe I do. Oh, that's true. That is true. Make it removable. Had or add like I saw someone the other day doing a Donald Duck. Mind you, they were doing acrylic by the looks of it, and they were. It looked like they were doing what's it called? Uh, acrylic, like an acrylic 3D thing. And I was like, interesting. So maybe. Did you watch Sweet Tooth? No, I did not. I don't think. I have to Google it to make sure. That was like the other one you said. What was it? Oh my god, what's that other one you put up the other day? And until I went into the thing, Starry Night, I think that's what it was called. And I went into the thing and saw it, and I was like, oh wait, I saw this a while ago. I love this one. It was so sweet. I was sad to see that too. As soon as I'm done a show that I like, I always have to Google it to see if it's in the works another season because I'm like, oh please. It's funny that half the shows I really really like, nope, doesn't come out. No, From I watched season 2, episode 1, because that's all they gave me was episode 1. You weren't on earlier when I was doing that bent. I was pretty pissed because I like to binge watch, and it literally I had to watch it because the way season 1 ended on From. I wanted to watch season 2, but it was only the one episode. So as soon as that one episode finished, I was pretty mad. I was like, oh. And then my husband's like, see, this is why I don't watch it like this. He's like, now we gotta wait till next week. He's like, we're not watching it next week, by the way. He's like, we gotta build up some episodes. I was like, oh, fine. So we started watching Doctor Who again, which is good because the next set is Doctor Who. So I should be able to get some inspiration for the next nail set. Yeah, the night sky. I love that one. That one was so good. From is from. I'm not gonna lie. It's not my favorite from is, but I'm there for the storyline. But like, come on, tell me more. Why you have to make me wait? And like, what is up with that guy? He how I don't want to give anything away, but like people that haven't watched it, but like, how was he the only one the first time? We just started beef. Oh my goodness, me and the husband. I started beef. I got to the second or third episode, and then my husband's like, "What are you watching?" He's like, "I've been listening to that in the background. I want to watch it." I was like, "Well, I guess we're starting it over." So we watched that one. It was good. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed it. But the road rage part, I'm like, "Yep, that's my husband." He's always complaining about how people don't know how to drive. He's like, "The left hand is for passing. Don't go in there and drive slow." And that's not my biggest beef with people driving. My biggest beef is you are taught to use your blinkers. The blinkers indicate to the person behind you in front of you which way you're turning. Even as a pedestrian walking my kid to school in the morning, people don't know how to use them. And I'm dodging cars and I'm just walking where I'm supposed to be walking at the four-way intersection in between the lines that are put out for you to walk. I look, you have no signal on. We make eye contact. You are stopped. I start walking does not mean you start driving. And that is my rant for today. Sorry, guys. I'm really excited for Sweet Tooth. It was so cute. I thought maybe we weren't doing another season. Well, I don't remember if I watched it or not, but I'm definitely gonna watch that one. Hold on, let me stop. Where is this even coming in? It's not even showing up to stop it. You and your nonsense with your friends. Oh, that's this one. Oh, I thought it was your phone this whole time. Wasn't it? That was my phone. The funny thing is, that's the first phone call I've had in like a week, and they're probably all like, "Why aren't you on?" Well, I'm busy right now. Oh my goodness! I thought it was my husband's phone that I'm using for the camera. I'm like, why isn't it showing up? Not even thinking. My phone's over on the side there, and that's the one that's ringing. Oh boy. I think it's gonna be a long day. Oh, you're on the second episode of Beef. That's a good one, must say. Beef was definitely good. At first, by the end of the first episode, I was like, "What is this? Like, is this whole episode gonna be back and forth?" But it was good. I'm not going to lie. I enjoyed it. Oh wait, too sick of the line, and that's not what I wanted to do. And that's the wrong color. And ninny ninny poo. But there has been some good shows that they have made it. But like, what I hate is half the good shows I like. They end up not making it because I guess not a lot of viewers, and I'm like, nobody likes the shows that I like. Like, am I like a weird person or something? Like, am I off-putting? It seems like every show I really enjoyed, bam, canceled. Maybe that's just my luck. Okay, cure that. You're slowly getting a face. You can barely see it. But we're gonna trust the process and hope that top coat brings it all together. We are gonna hope for the top coat to bring this together. Maybe we're gonna do the light brown. Didn't even get the best picture of this, to be honest. This picture I'm using has like someone took a flash of like someone dressed in the costume. So navigating it, but it's all good. We're good. You know what? I think that's what I want to do too. Decisions, decisions. How do we make these decisions? We don't. Okay. I wanted to do this. Might regret doing this, but we will see. Okay. We are going to go with it. Why? Because I said so. Okay. Just really don't want to make a mess of things. I'll piece up there. Oh, you bought chicken, right? When you went to store it, you put it in the fridge? Not the freezer? Okay. Just because I gotta slice that thinly. Or to thinly slice it. Now, I want one of these hands with a bit of croque en bouche. Hoping this will give me the thing that I want. Just might not. But hey, 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 it's just an ordinary day. Little bit of this one. That there. I'm doing. Do I ever know what I'm doing? Oh. A little bit of this one. Mix the. I end up with the same shade. Yeah. We'll take it. We'll take it and see what we get. Okay. Now. I think that helps it a bit. Yeah. Now you can see the eyeballs a little better. I matted the eyeballs. We'll see. We will see. this, go across like this. This. Okay. Why do I feel like I'm gonna have to extend this hood out again? Oh, maybe. You know what? Cure that part first. This is where we're at. Interesting to say the least. But it's all good. It's all good. Why do I always try to. Why didn't I just pick a little basic one? I saw so many basic ones on there, but no. I want to challenge myself. Step outside the realm of possibilities. But that's the thing. If I don't challenge myself, I'll never get better. So that's why we have. Then we have to also get disappointed with putting out when in our head we see it one way, and when we put it out there, it's not executed the same way. But that's the thing. I think everything that will be downhill from here. Nothing could be as hard as black. I think that's why we decided to go with this kind of nude colored background. I didn't want to do blue again. I didn't want to do gray again. For a nudie color. Down. Sorry if I'm weird noises, guys. Never really goes according to plan, right? Okay. Might need to. That's gonna add a little more black down to the bottom. I think just a bit. Oh, and today was the official layoff papers day for my husband, so no waiting, no anticipating on when it was going to come now. It didn't get postponed another couple weeks like it has the last month. He wants to try and start his own business right now. Try that one out. I think. Then needs to go look for. Always wanted to do it. Hasn't had the chance. It feels like that time to kind of give it a try. That's what is more or less thinking of doing. Oh, hello, H Town. Thank you for stopping in. I'm trying to do justice to Darth Vader. I just had to extend his face a little more. This is roughly what we got so far because I decided to go with gray because I can't do all black. If not, we won't see him. Right now, I have the eyes matted because I need to be able to see them. But I think when I top coat the whole thing, I'll just go over the gloss again by the eyes. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. Maybe I'll just outline around the eyes first with the gloss, and then try to cover it with the brush as much as I can. I have no idea what I'm literally just winging it. I hope you haven't had too busy of a day today. I know your weekend's coming, H Town, so I'm sure you have all those lash clients all coming in, get their lashes done this weekend. That's the one. I think that's the hardest part too with doing Darth Vader and all the layers of like black. Black needs so much time to cure. And We don't want to be wiping off the work that we've done, so it's like we're on extra cure time. But I think I'm gonna do your idea, J. Rob. I think we'll get some saran wrap, and I might do it off stream because obviously by the time I finish this nail, it's probably gonna be late. Oh, which you guys didn't see that I was playing with. Well, if you saw my Instagram today, you saw the May cat eye green positive message for mental health awareness set I did. But this was the set that I haven't posted yet. I will be posting it tomorrow. But I had fun with it. I like the little effect it does. I think I might be doing this on my nails next. Did different magnet styles on each nail. I really like them. They turned out pretty cool. That was with the red and the blue. I'd try off screen to make this a 2 for nail with some saran wrap paint. We have Darth Vader for our thing, and we'll just for my Discord, we'll take a little picture of Darth Father. I'm gonna have to double look at that picture because I don't think I could do his face twice. I think I'll just keep making it worse. I think I more have beginner's luck than anything else. Okay, first things first. Down here, finish this. Color. Guess that's going, so that's good enough. I remember at the end of the stream, and hopefully there's somebody on. I'm gonna maybe try to do the raid for the first time on the stream, just in practice. Okay. Definitely. Oh, this is looking a little derpy, but I guess we can somewhat tell who that is. Mm-hmm. What? What's wrong with it? Not the best. Ain't the worst. I kind of want to see, but maybe this will make it better too. Well, this is what we got so far. Okay. Let's cure that up. Cure that up again. Funny because it's literally just black and grays and black and grays. Funny how the eyes play trick and start to mesh it all together. So you kind of have to like look away while you're doing it and look back because it's like, am I looking at? But I think for me, this is going to be the hardest. Said it before, and I've had harder said. I think around black neck. Yesterday hit this thumb off the thing. I feel like it's bruised on the inside, but the problem is now half this is lifting. Half of my lifting my real nail. You can tell by the little lighter color there. I have to redo these nails real soon. Sooner than I wanted to, but that's life. Forced to do things when you don't wanna. Mm. Now we're gonna come in with some more, this light gray. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. Okay. Uh, nah, I'm gonna finish it. Yes, he is. He's so wheezy. Everybody's doing it. Oh, it doesn't look too bad. I can kind of tell what he is. You know what? Actually, I think I'm going to change this here. To a different color. Actually, where are you? Oh, what the hell? See how this. Okay. Use the nail force, but didn't use your nails as tools. Well, we're trying. Well, I'm using my nails, but I'm putting a little bit of a paper towel over it. We're trying to make Darth Vader here, and eh, looking a little wonky, but we're still going with it. But thank you, for Bree, for stopping by. I enjoyed watching your airbrushing one, the two-tone one the other day. That was really nice. I have yet to play with an airbrush, but it's not as much on my bucket list as other things are. But right now, we decided we were gonna bite off more than we can chew. I decided, hey, we're gonna start off with Darth Vader because I am not good. I have not learned how to do good highlights and nail in drawings yet. So we decided we're gonna go big and start off with the hardest one first. And then from there, everything else should be easy, right? Or at least that's what we are hoping for. Yes, we will have to see. I think we'll cure that. Do want maybe a little more. We got it. Yeah, we decided to go with a gray highlight because, well, someone was the one that gave me the idea of white at first, and I was like, nah, maybe I'll go with a gray. We'll see where we go from there. But it's definitely, this one's definitely been interesting. At least we're almost to the end of him. But he's setting the pace for the rest of it. I guess if I did an epic Darth Vader, that would mean I have to do a whole epic set. So at least if he's a meh, we know the rest of the set will work out. That's my theory, and I'm gonna stick to it. But we are trying. Hoping when the top coat goes on, it looks good and not. How long have I been using gel? since August, and it's all I use is gel because I really like that I can play with it, and the fact that some of them are self-leveling. I did not do nails before. I was actually a nail biter. Can you believe it? Nail biter to this clause. Yeah, you learn what brands. Yeah, I've only been dabbling in a few. There's a couple brands that I would not even recommend to like someone trying to play to learn nails because some brands are just absolute garbage. Like just wasting my money. Very first one I bought with the lamp set that it came with, that one was bogus. We're gonna come down here. I think we'll come here. Kinda do. We're trying here. Definitely a learning curve here on this nail today. Beetles is a nice brand. Good choice of selection. Actually, I don't have any Beetles. I have not jumped on that one yet. I currently have what's it called? Uh Silverland. Today we've used today we used some Silverland, some Machoyo, however you pronounce it. I'm bad with names, so don't ask me names, okay? And that one, Melon whatever. I'm bad at pronouncing things. And Luna Moon with Silverland. Those are the colors that we've used today. So I've been mixing and matching brands. That does seem to work for me a bit. Now we're just going to fill this all in black down here. And then we'll work on some details. But I don't know. Definitely found this one to be interesting. Flash that again. Rethought something. Oh, why do I do this to myself? Okay. Okay. We are going to go like that a little bit more. Okay. Now we're going to come in. The one thing that I always find tricky with characters on the nails is I usually try not to go with the long ballerina set because they end up being a little more curvy at the bottom and you forget that the surface curves. Oh, good. We are learning. Yeah, I gotta figure out the correct portions. I know it's it's definitely a learning curve for me anyway. But like I said, I've only been doing this since August, so everything is a learning curve. But that's why I don't mind challenging myself to do this stuff because if not, I would never learn it. Have you heard of Dev's Nails? She does a lot of character nails. Yes, I have heard of her. I follow her on Instagram. At first, I didn't know who it was because J Rob also asked me if I follow that one, and I was like, I don't know until I Googled who it was, and I was like, oh yeah, I do follow because I'm bad with names, bad with them. But yes, I like the Rick and Morty ones that she did too. Those ones were cool. Kind of like stalk her page. But the problem I don't watching some of her videos, they're so fast. I pick up what I can learn when I can, kind of thing. Almost like too fast. Okay, we'll let that cure for a minute. This is where we're at so far, guys. Oh, is that her sister that does nails? See, half the time I watch it in silence because I don't want to bug my whole house. The kids already make enough noise. You can hear that nail breathing. Well, thanks. At least we hope that it looks like Darth Vader. Oh, her sister only got her license a few months ago. Okay. Yeah, I saw a couple of videos of some girl. I think there's, and then I saw that I caught her on a live on Instagram, and it was her and like uh, I think it's 3 or 4 other streamers or people that did nails, and one person that they were with were doing like uh the 3D molding Mario on nails, which I thought was such a tedious task. And here I am doing this, right? But like sit there and mold each little piece and like then stick it on the nail. Like they did the block, they did some of the tiles, and I was like, whoa. Yeah, I was watching them for a while on their live until they were done. But it was definitely like it was a crazy live to see. Like I can't remember if it was 3 or 4, but to see like them all working at nails at the same time and each doing their own unique style. I thought it was really cool. Like, what? This is kind of cool. Funny thing is, my daughter asked, "Oh, Mother's Day, maybe we should do a collab together." And I was like, maybe we'll do nails together. Yes, I enjoy their videos. Right? Did you catch? Did you see that live when I was talking about it? Probably. I guess you might have, but you never know because you never know who catches what nowadays. Because sometimes things just want to be annoying and not tell you when things are live. I don't know why it does that. Okay, so we're coming in here. That I think. But what I want to change that one. Oh yes, yeah. So I catch. I watch. I pretty much bad to say. Pretty much stalker on Instagram. I know, bad. Shouldn't be stalking people. Me or the stalker in me. Like those well at all. But good enough, I guess. It definitely made his head a little more longer, I think, than typical roundness, but we are working on a stiletto nail, so things are gonna look a little different. But I'm not gonna lie, I have learned a lot from doing this nail. Even if it's an all black nail, gray contrast is not that bad of a choice. I think white would have been too much, so gray is actually working out quite nice. But we are learning and growing, and that's the main part. We always want to learn and grow. Like, I can't believe I've been at this 2.5 hours now, and I feel like I've gotten like nothing done, but I know I'm so close to almost done. It's a bit weird. I'm having fun with him, but like I said, I think this one's going to be the hardest out of the whole set. That could be proved wrong. Oh, actually, Bria, you're here. I forgot. See, I told you your magnet stuff inspired me the other night. I played with magnets, and this is what I got. Kind of like it. I might do it on my own nails. I did different designs on each nail because I was so obsessed with playing with the magnet. Oh my goodness. But I did red magnet one and the blue magnet one. But I don't know. I just like the way it came together. Told you I was like obsessed with playing with those magnets that I'm gonna have to get my husband to pry me away. Why, thank you. I like that color combo. I'm not gonna lie, but I did one in the color combo because yeah, like I said, I golf clap. I guess I might have to get a couple of those little sound effects later. They are so fun to play with. This was the very first one I did. Didn't really turn out too well, obviously. First time using the magnet, but that was the red one. Then I did this blue one, which then I figured out how to use the magnet a little better. And then I did. This is the first time I did two colors at once. Kind of like the gold with this purple. Then I tried to go bold like you and try out three colors, but mine didn't turn out like yours. And then I still went three colors again. But first I did it on white because I really wanted to see the difference. But the three I did the blue, the purple, and the green. See, on this nail it didn't turn out as bright. Three colors. And it kind of has some kind of like brown tinge to it. But this one on the black with the same three colors as that other one, I liked it. It turned out nice. Kind of like it reminds me of like a scale or something. Like, you know, that scaly fish. But those were my attempts. It took me 3 days to try three colors. It was plain in the trash. Yeah, this was all I just was experimenting. The first time using the magnet, trying to put it different ways. I had no idea what I was doing. It was like I still haven't got the little magnets yet, but I'm gonna get them. I promise. I'm gonna get them later because I want to make those black holes. I want to, but I haven't gotten them yet. But this the polish I ended up getting for this one was this brand, Kareioo. I'm assuming. I don't know. But that's what I'm assuming it was. It wasn't. I like them. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, it makes it an easy way to design, right? I think I'm gonna do that on this hand and this one because it's obviously the growth length. This is a month, and obviously clearly I'm at my end. But I like this red. Like I said, red's my favorite color, but this red, oh, oh, pretty. That's the brand I ended up trying because I wanted a cheaper one. I didn't want to spend too much money right off the bat, but I did enjoy it. And it did work nicely, so I'm not complaining. Okay, first off, we're gonna put all the black down here now. Now we're putting all the black. I had to jump the gun last round. Definitely. And then I posted my green ones I did. I did for since March is mental health awareness, and we strongly believe in mental health awareness. Like, if you need help, seek help. Need someone to talk to? Call one of the hotlines. If you don't have anybody in your tight knit family. I did my green with positive messages. I posted those on Instagram this morning. I was going to say YouTube. No, I don't do YouTube. I have. I like. I like the Twitch for the fact that I can just stream whatever I'm doing. I don't want to edit. But I feel like if I was on YouTube, I'd feel like I'd have to polish everything. And I'm not that kind of polished person. Nothing about me is polished. Besides my nails. I'm back. I was mid sentence and my. Oh. I hate when that happens. That was like me today. I was about to do. I was getting ready to set up for the stream and stuff. And then my mom calls, and I'm like, "Oh, are you kidding me?" But I had to answer it because today is my mom's and dad's wedding anniversary. Let's see. How old am I again? 36. Sister's then therefore 33. Therefore they've been married 33 years. Pretty sad that I have to do math that way, but hey. I look at it as she got the blessing. She's been my mom since I was 2. She's my stepmom. She got the blessing. She got to go be a mom without all the pain. And come on. She gets to have a beautiful person like me that she gets to call her daughter without having to give birth to. I think that's pretty epic. She turns 88 on Saturday. Oh my goodness. Happy birthday. Let everybody know happy birthday to her. Wow. See, when I see people living that long nowadays, I'm like, yes, there's hope. But I don't want to live too long. But I still want to live long enough. I'm not done yet. Well, they're still. I'm sure they're still celebrating because technically it was only till death do them part. So technically, they're only apart on the physical earth. Some people believe in spirits and souls and stuff. So who knows? Who really knows? None of us do. None of us truly knows what happens in the afterlife. What would you like, sir? Oh, he's waiting for you. Okay. No, I thought he was over by my shoulder for a second. In the light, you'll see the derpiness of it soon. Nothing I make is derpy. Well, I think I raised my son right. He's gaslighting me. I'm gonna right? I hope there's a big party in the afterlife. But that's the thing, we never know. And I guess it's all to what everyone believes. But yeah, I've often questioned it. My kids have often questioned it. It's hilarious because like the way I like to put it to the kids is like, well, think about when you're not dreaming and you go to sleep. What happens? It's just a blank space. So who knows what it's really like. Oh, your grandma was feeling down and she reached out. Oh, that's good. And it's good that she knew that she could reach out to you and you'd probably brighten her day. I'm glad. That's why, like, I think all next month and most in my streams, I'm definitely gonna start it with some kind of mental health, like, um, I don't know, positive thing or just some kind of like reassurance because people have to know, like, I'm not gonna lie, I struggle with mental health. Some days it creeps back, it's not good, but I can tell you, not to air out my family, but my daughter's struggling the same way, especially right now, and she's in high school. So I understand because that's when I struggled the most too. So I totally get it. Oh, hello, Wendy. Thank you for coming in. No worries, H Town. No worries. I actually had to cancel my daughter's therapy because there's a field trip the same day, so I had to go and change hers. So trust me, I know about last had late and having to change and ugh, like never ending. Sometimes I wonder, will I make it through? Well, I'm still doing Doctor Who, but since, May 4th, May the 4th be with you. I was like, I might as well start it now in hopes that I finish it on the 4th, and then we're going into Doctor Who, which I'm actually currently rewatching Doctor Who. But this is what we got so far for you guys. I'm currently rewatching it. I think I fell asleep last night. Oops. Gonna be May. I know. My son's birthday's in May. My mother's birthday's in May. My mother in law's birthday is in May. Oh, and Mother's Day is in May. May is definitely the month. Most definitely. What we're gonna do now is I'm just gonna try and do what I did with the helmet and kind of like think darken this up a little bit. This part bit maybe or a shade of it. I don't know what we're doing. We're just doing here, guys. Hmm. Oh, you're gonna be May. Just making sure I'm not missing it. Oh, your dad's birthday's in May too, Bree? Yes, I'm redoing the Doctor Seuss, Doctor research. Yeah, I started it last night because like there was nothing. I was too lazy to look for anything else to watch, so I decided, meh, let's give it a go. Hmm, You know, maybe this one. What? Well, I don't speak your language. Don't mind me. I'm just bantering with the husband in the background. You too, Wendy. I was just showing. Oh yeah, and J. Robert, your husband's birthday is on May the 17th. Well, happy birthday to him when it comes. But I'll try to remember closer too. And my maiden name was May. Oh wow, that's an interesting maiden name. I didn't know that. But Wendy, I totally agree with you. Look at the rabbit hole I got led down too. I won't show all the other ones that I showed earlier. I'll just show this one that I really liked how it turned out. But yeah, I went down the magnet rabbit hole thanks to Bree. That big old magnet. I'll probably be back down there tonight or tomorrow. That magnet rabbit hole. She runs deep. That's good. I'm all for mental health awareness. I signed up my teen when she was in the ninth grade, and she goes 2x times a month to speak to a therapist, and said, "I love it." Well, true. Oh, that's the thing. My husband has been saying. Well, right now he's always said like, if I'm done working IT, he's like, I might go in to become a therapist. I was like, well, if that's really what you want to do. Like, that's your choice, but I was like, actually, I want to change that. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Your your 8-year-old is May 28th. Oh my goodness, all these May birthdays. Wow. Jennifer May. Wow, that's a really nice name. May. I haven't really heard very many Mays for a last name, so that's pretty cool to me. Oh, I think it's pretty cool. Therapy is so helpful dealing with life. It goes to I go to CBT therapy. Made such a difference. What can I say? Except you're welcome. Yes, yeah. Therapy can be very beneficial. And that's the thing, like back in the day, people were all like, "Oh my gosh, if you go to therapy, there's got to be something wrong with you." Now I feel like in the last at least 2 years, therapy's a lot more acceptable. Like people are like, "Oh, you go to therapy, good for you. You actually are trying to do something for yourself. Like, good for you." But I think I'll take. Ooh, you got blank short tips ready to play with. Ooh, what color are you planning on playing with them all? I need CBT. That's cognitive behavior, right? Yep, that's the best. Yep, that's what it is. Yep. Yeah. Uh, isn't that what Kayla is doing? Is it or no? Hers is just regular therapy, right? Yeah. Well, I can't remember. I've just seen so many different doctors and people right now. But no, my husband actually just because he's always known he's had it, but he's always been trying to get a doctor to refer him so he can go get his official diagnosis. Which on the 19th of this month, he got his official diagnosis. He has ADHD, which to us, shocker? No, we knew. But at least now he can see the guy and start to work out things that maybe might make things a little easier for him when he gets squirrely, which is all the time. No, I am married to him. We've been married for no, this year will be 16. Married for 16, but together for 18 this year. Because Kayla will be 17 this year, but it's a year younger than her. But yep, we believe in mental health and therapy, doing things. I think this chain is looking a little weird, but we're going with it. Sorry, I just want to finish this chain before I look at the chat, so I can put her in the nuclear. Hilarious. This might be a little bigger than the actual picture, but we're going with it. It's been a big help. Pretty bad anxiety and a few chronic illnesses. We helped me learn how to process and cope with stressors in my life. Yeah, I've noticed. Well, dealing with a lot of family members and their things. I'm like, maybe I should start going as well. But then I'm like, I already spent enough time there with other people. So eventually I might give in. It's not that it's a bad thing. It's just only so many times I can go there in a run of a week. I was going to start the entire CPC series until for and it was 6 month thing, but we lost our health insurance. Oh, that sucks, J Rob. I hate when right when you're trying to get things done, life likes to smack you with something and it like derails you. Drives me nuts. Well, it's good you have a group of friends that are all like going through therapy and stuff. It's good to bond over it. That's like I don't know why, especially I know it's not just for women; it's men too. But so many women just think that they're the only ones going through this and that they're the only ones suffering this thing. But when you talk to other women or men, everybody's going through the same kind of thing, just a little different for everybody. Yes, and I don't know about the rest, but in Hispanic culture, they don't believe in therapy, so I always advocate for professional help when needed. Oh, I totally get that. Okay, I have a sibling that has borderline personality disorder. Some people in my family just think that she's acting. Oh, she's acting like this. Why won't she just grow up? And I'm like, do you not understand that mental health thing is an actual real thing? She has a diagnosis from a doctor. She's seen many doctors, many therapists. Like, stop saying that. It's not nice. Let her just be. But I guess that's my. My father's Rica and he refuses to talk to a therapist. Well, there's a lot of people that rely on their relationship with God, to be honest. I know some people that are even against medical prescribed by your doctor drugs because they think, it's going to give you cancer. But like, breathing this nail polish is going to give me cancer. Everything gives us cancer nowadays. Like, it's inevitable. But some people won't even take pills that would actually help them or benefit them. Just like my dad. He doesn't take care of his diabetes that well, and now the doctor's telling him that, oh, I think you're gonna have to go on what's it called? The insulin now. So instead of being type two, he'll be type one. Like, I'm not taking a needle. Like, dude, what do you mean you're not taking a needle? Like, don't you care about your health? I don't know. I don't know if it's just like older generation versus like a younger generation or what it is. I know that sometimes, I always joke with the kids, you become old and miserable, and I'm gonna be an old miserable lady one day, but at the same time, it's like I hope I'm not, because I don't like how grumpy some old people I know are, but sometimes things are just a fact of life, and we're all gonna walk through it. Unfortunate. Do I still claim May because it's on my birth certificate, or do I claim Esme because it's on my DNA report? I think I have three last names now. Hmm. You know what? You could. You know, the funny thing is, you know, back in older times, I guess you'd call it, you had to have, you were giving your name at your christening or, your baptism. So my sister had that, but she was really sick. She used to have seizures and stuff and um, then when you were like, now you get them at birth, but when you, I don't know, well, in Canada, anyways, I don't know about states. I can't speak on states, but um, you used to get your SIN number when you're 13. My sister went to get hers, and she did not exist. Then we went and my parents had to go try and find out like what was going on and whatnot. Turned out that she was still registered as a baby. Her name is Baby Collins, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" So my sister has not existed this whole time. Interesting. It's like that is so interesting. Oh yeah, my parents had to go through and like legally like put down her new like what her name was and stuff, and they had to go find her birth certificate, her christening certificate, and all this stuff. And I was like, wow, like I can't even believe this. That like drives me crazy. Me being able to talk more seriously. Bottle. Yeah, I used to buy bottle a lot of stuff growing up. The therapist and the doctors used to tell me that one day I'm a ticking time bomb and I'm going to explode. Well, when I was 17, I was a ticking time bomb and I exploded. And not in a good way. So, I really took after that kind of set into me that like, when you keep stuff to yourself, you really can't because eventually you're going to snap at the wrong person or something else is going to happen and you're going to regret it. The cluster BPD is a cluster personality disorder. Oh. Yeah, that's what she has is borderline split personality disorder is what she got diagnosed with. I agree, Brie, that the medical is definitely like the biggest part of it. Like, my goodness, must say, I think that's like the major part of it. Is like my husband's insurance is only good till May the 12th, and I'm not looking forward to buying my diabetic medication because I take this drug called Ozempic, and for 3 months, just 3 months, mind you, I should be airing my dirty laundry like this, but for 3 months, insured drug. It is going to cost me. I'm going to take out this line altogether because I don't like how close it is. It's going to cost me $1,400 for 6 months of medication without insurance. And I'm beginning to think how the hell I'm going to pay that. But I'll figure it out. Like I tell my husband all the time, we've been through worse. We've lived on barely anything before, so like we got this. That is true. Most people cannot relate to what they don't understand, and like the worst is that you try and explain it to family, but some people are just so stuck in their ways that they will never understand it. And at some point, you just have to be like, you know what? You can lead the horse to water, but you can't make it drink. So I'm not going to waste my hot air on you anymore. Have you, doctor, start double dosing your prescriptions so you'll have extra after insurance runs out? Yeah, I'm going. I literally just got my 6 months. That's how come I know how much it costs. So I know I have it till May the 12th. So I'm gonna try and get a special request from supposedly the uh pharmacist or the doctor can do it. My doctor's an idiot and probably won't do it. Just telling the truth. Like, unless you go to the hospital, then he sees you. Before then, he's always like, you're good. Like, I told him I have eczema on my foot. That's what the diabetic doctor told me. Because at first, I went to my diabetic doctor, my endocrinologist. And then he's like, oh, uh, the secretary calls me, oh, your family doctor wants to see you because follow up on your diabetes. I was like, okay, no problem. I'm used to this because every time I go to see my endocrinologist, magically he wants to see me now. I go there because I tell him that she told me to tell him about it because maybe he'll hook me up with the dermatologist or something. He's like, oh yeah, that's just eczema. Just moisturize it. You'll fix it. I was like, well, honey, the other doctor told me to tell you, but no, can't tell you nothing because you think you know everything. Your head's so far up your arse. Oh, just aggravates me. Sorry, another vent. But it's like when you try to get help, but you can't even get help. And like in the place I'm living right now, there's so many people that like can't are always like, anybody have a good doctor? Anybody have a good doctor? It's pretty sad that we have to like try and figure out like, hey, do you have a good doctor? Is he taking? And all the good doctors are booked. So, like they're not even taking new patients. So it's like, you know. Ooh, so they were very active people age time, your parents. Wow, I know someone that's been very active. They're even part of like a dragging boat race team, and she got cancer. Her husband actually just had cancer, beat it. He's in remission. Now she caught cancer, and her oldest daughter is about to give birth, and we don't know if she's gonna make it to see the birth. That's how bad her cancer is. Like they gave her 6 months to live. She's been very healthy, but like I said, cancer doesn't care who it comes for. It'll come for anybody. Like social security number, Canadian version. Yeah, that's what we had. It's like it's your number so you can work. Literally, it's just your number for your taxes and so you can work. But usually you used to get it at 15. Ever since I had my kids, magically when I had my kids, it came in the mail and I was like, "Oh, you get this at birth now? Wow, okay." I was not ready for that. Like it was a shock. The manufacturer I don't think would give any discounts to be honest, because it's those Ozempics, and like they're trying to get this approved for a weight loss drug, and like I'm on a double dose that they don't carry in Canada, they only carry in the U.S. So I guess because it comes from like I guess it was made in the U.S. It costs me more, like everything else that I have to get from the U.S. See, they like to build the love hate relationship, right? I'm just joking. I love all you guys. Yes, it's cracked, dried skin on my feet. It's I saw my diabetic doctor, and I because my mom had just had her foot 2 months ago amputated to diabetes. I made sure she checked it, and she told me that there's no diabetic relation to it. It's just dry thing. It could have been like from the dry air from winter. She said like just they can they she said I can keep creaming it and it'll go away eventually, but because of my diabetic, obviously it takes longer. But she said that get maybe get your family doctor to hook you up with the endocrinologist. But well, I told you my doctor's poop. And I'm just trying to be nice. I don't like to talk ill about anybody, but sometimes, it's out of my control a bit. I don't know. Me and the husband are talking about trying to see if I can up it, get at least another 3 months before I have to pay for it. Also looked at getting private insurance, which first quote I did online. Um, yeah, I think I'd rather just pay for the drugs myself because I'd probably end up paying just the same amount. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do yet, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. Oh, you better beat the rain. Well, Bree's probably already gone now. Well, enjoy walking your dog. But real life always comes first. But I always say, we always gotta do what we got to do. Life does not stop just because we want to entertain ourselves. Yeah, let's cure that part. Okay, Wendy. Thanks for the tip. Okay, I'm gonna definitely look those up after stream. Thank you for the tip. My daughter was born with Down syndrome, and they want monthly proof that we qualify for her insurance. If not, they take it away because if COVID, all kids had insurance no matter what. When May is the last of the month, that so I guess we're going back to paying for her insurance again. Oh my goodness, that sucks, H Town. That absolutely sucks. Well, I love that you women are just here, like, uh, vibing with me today over the same, like, even though, like, they always say don't put political issues on here or nothing, but sometimes we just need a place to vent with like minded folks. Because honestly, like, when I saw that my drugs cost that much, I was like, oh shit, I'd rather die than take my drugs. And now I see why some old people, especially like older people, because a lot of older people now have to work instead of retire because they don't have enough money saved and the economy, doesn't help it. But then they're paying all this money for these pills that they have to take, and it's like you wonder where they're getting the money from to pay for it in the first place. I think it's absolutely crazy. But I guess that's just my opinion on how I see it. But that's the thing. That's why I tell, like, my husband, he loves to rebuttal and stuff. So it's like, we always say, it's okay to have a difference of opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. This color. I was like, oh, wait, what color am I using for a second? Brain fart. Gotta love when you get those brain farts, and you're like, oh, what color was I using again? Or maybe I'm the only one that gets those brain farts, but that's okay. Now we're pretty much done. Him and he's gonna go in for his final cure. Definitely been an adventure. Well, final cure, and then we'll see if there's. Oh, I didn't smudge anything. Oh. Then we'll see if there's anything else we got to do on him. Right? I agree. Like during COVID, especially because of the shortages of things, I could only get a limited supply of my diabetic stuff, like really limited supply. And I'm like, dude, I'm not selling them to anybody. I'm not giving them to anybody. Like, holy crow, can I just get an extra month because this is how my budgets work this whole time, and now all of a sudden I have to change my budget because now I gotta make sure I put that money back and then don't spend it because normally that's the money I would have spent on drugs, but now you're making me buy one this month, one next month, one next month. Like it was ridiculous. And thankfully they got back to letting me, but I'm still only capped to like certain things I can only get every 3 months, and it's like, dude, like I'm telling you that this is happening. Like it's even hard sometimes to get an extra, like to get extra when you know you're going on a trip and you need it for when you're on your trip because like the next week you're gonna run out and they're like, oh, but legally we can't give you this till now because people are giving people other drugs and blah blah blah, and it's like, oh my god, why do some people have to ruin it for everybody? Why? Well, I think if I had to go to Mexico for a medical, that would be pretty far for me. That would be a plane ride. Well, I guess theoretically I could drive, but I have to get my passport. Well, even to fly, I'd still have to get my passport first. But I know my niece, because here in Canada, she wanted to get the gastric bypass to help her lose weight. Um, it was a 12 months, pretty much a year waiting list to get it here at 3 times the cost. And she just told me one day, she was like, I'm gone. I'm going to Mexico to, or I don't remember if it was Mexico or where it was, but it was like, another place to get the surgery done. Got it done like maybe 4 months after telling me about her plan to get it done and was talking to doctors here. Went and had it done and went there for like a weekend and came back and had it done for like little to none of the cost. I was like, wow, really? Okay. But I don't like medical procedures at all. I need to get my thyroid removed. Starting the process of happened in non-emergency services were shut down. And then I lost the health insurance, and it's been a huge mess. I totally agree with that. Lots of things have been a huge mess. Like first trying to get my daughter a therapist. The doctor, my like I told you, my family doctor's a pretty much dingus. I couldn't get a referral. He told me I had to find a place and see if they'll accept her. And even if he tried to put her on the waiting list, it's a 12-month waiting list before she'd even hear back from anybody, and then another 3 to 6 months before they see her. So during her exams, the not the vice principal, the principal of the school called me and told me she's not writing this exam. Like, she's in a real bad place. And I was like, yeah, I just took her to the hospital the day before because she was having chest pains. Her anxiety got that bad, and because I went to the hospital, magically I got a at least a few weeks of a therapist. But then that same person had a cancellation, so she took her on for another 12 weeks, and I was like, oh, thank you. So at least I got help more instantly. But the waiting list for mental health patients is absolutely ridiculous. Like you say, oh, mental health is important, and people are trying to be like, oh yeah, you can talk to this person, you can do this now. But it's like the options are not really there still. Well, I think we're going in for the top coat. I don't see anything missing per se. Interesting. I need to go help my husband with the baby chicks. Be right back. Oh, the baby chicks! I love baby chicks. One day I'll own chickens. Maybe if I move. Yeah, it was cool because like the COVID, at least the kids still got to do online school, which was many people found it difficult. I just turned into a helicopter parent, so I didn't find it that difficult. I literally just made sure they weren't fooling around and they were doing their work. I my husband used to always tell me like, "You are a helicopter parent," and I'm like, "Yep." Welcome to my world. Yeah, I think we're gonna go over with the top coat. Yeah, I think that's that time. Okay, let's go over it with the top coat. I don't think there's much outlining to do on this one because we'll see if the top coat puts it together or if we end up ruining the whole thing. Error, trial and error, right? That's what it's called. Oh boy, this is the first of our set. He's a bit wonky, but meh. I'm not gonna lie. I'm okay with him being a little wonky. At least now I know where I can improve the next time. First, it was so hard to figure out how I'm going to do black on black, but my son's like, how about white? And I was like, how about gray? Thank God I did it gray. I love having the girls home. I loved it when they're in summer and they're home all day. Yeah, that's the thing. I have a bit of both. I like it when the kids are home. I like summer vacation. I love Christmas vacation. But then at some points, I'm just like, can you go back to school? Because they just start fighting or doing some nonsense. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, every day, same thing. Like, you guys need a break from each other. Then I need a break from you guys. But the saddest thing is, as much as like that make then halfway through school I'm like, oh, is it Christmas break yet, is it summer vacation yet, because I need the break. I need to not be getting up so early in the morning. So it's like, I know that for a fact that, like, sure, yay, the kids are old enough, they moved out on their own, they did their stuff, I good on me, I made it, they got to 18, now they're doing their own thing, yay. Then I know the empty nester thing at stage is going to set in, and my husband's going to be like, oh my goodness, no, no, no. This is the time we live. We paid our dues. But I'm gonna be like, I think the grandkids need to come over for the weekend. And he's gonna be like, no, 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 we paid our dues. I have a feeling I would be the one being like, oh, I'm so lonely, bring me the kids. And he's gonna be like, no, we did our time. We take them on special occasions. Is it their wedding anniversary? No? Okay, no. Okay. I think we are done our very first one of this set. Let me get the paper that I normally get out. I'm not gonna lie, I thought he turned out a lot worse than this, so I'm actually quite happy with the way he turned out. You guys can see him. Obviously, there'll be a picture of him on my Discord after. But I don't think he turned out too shabby. Turned out pretty half decent. Sure, he could have turned out a lot worse. But I think he turned out okay. I'm not gonna lie, I was absolutely dreading him because of the black on the black, and I was like, how am I gonna even master this? Like, I don't understand how to do this. But I decided, you know what? Start with the hardest one first. Then the rest of them will feel a little easier. And then we can just have fun with the rest of the set. Sorry if you hear weirdness, I'm just putting back the bottles. Because I try to do that before I end my stream, because then I have to go cook the family supper, because I'm the cook here. I'm the mom, I'm the cook. I'm the everything in between. My girls are not normal, lol. They never fight. Maybe because my middle child is the one with down. Ah. I find that helps. Not that that you should say it in that way, but I hope it doesn't come off wrong. But I find it does help when siblings grow up around special needs, either cousins or kids. Like I feel like they then understand like they understand it more than the common person, and especially if you were raised by a family that had nobody that had these kind of things. I find their of people that are a little different is a little harder to uh grasp. That's why like I have a cousin that has, what is her called? Prior release syndrome. Like she wasn't even, technically the doctor said she wasn't even supposed to live past 5. Is I think she's 7 now. Like everybody I knew, like especially in our small town where we were living, it, people used to make fun of her. But I was always the one that got partnered with her in school because she was my cousin, and I used to I tried to advocate for her many times, but kids will be kids. They make no noise too. Wow. I I have a 16-year-old, and next month boy will be 11. And let me tell you, sometimes I don't know if I've got a herd of elephants, the Tasmanian devil, hippopotamuses. Like I think I have a lot of animals, so like I do semi own the zoo. I have 3 turtles, a tortoise, 2 dogs, a frog, and 2 ferrets. But yes, we did finish J Rob. Here's the final look of him. I'll be posting him on Discord. I'll be ending the stream soon. We were just chatting about um we were just chatting about, special needs and stuff. Well, I was, because I grew up with a cousin like that. And my kids have met my cousin, and they know that I will literally kick their butts if they treat anybody different. And I always preach to them, A, you never know if someone's just having a bad day. B, you don't know if someone has something, which they know, like my sister has borderline personality disorder. So they see how, like, even though me and my sister are 3 years apart, how we have different mannerisms and how we do things differently. And like they understand that is who she is, and we accept her for who she is. Oh, thank you guys. I'm not gonna lie, I was stressing over this one. I've been staring at this picture since last night at like, as soon as I knew, like before, by the time the Glitterthon was done and I knew Ramon wasn't coming on, I started going down the hole and I'm like, okay, which character am I gonna do? I'm like, oh, this one's nice, this one's nice. But then I kept looking at Darth Vader and I was like, oh my god, this one's gonna be the bane of my existence. I was like, all that black, how am I gonna get the details in? How am I gonna do this? And I was like, you know what? Might as well go with the hardest one first. So I'm glad I did it and knocked it out. I'm not gonna lie, I am okay. I'm pretty happy with it. I know he's not gonna be my best of the set. I feel like I might be, well, now I might be jinxing myself, but I feel like I'm gonna be able to do others a little better. But I think he did. I think I definitely had. I like the fact that I put the gold in for the little shield there, the triangle mouth. I think the black, the gray when I tried it, kind of got lost. I'll accept it because I know who you're talking about, and I know that like I know many people that term does offend, unfortunately, but hopefully it doesn't offend anybody here. I'll just let it go through for now. But yes, I my a few people I know, they've worked in. I worked at a camp for kids that came from broken homes and violent homes stuff. And some of the stories I would hear would break my heart. But you have to also show no emotion to that, you know, kind of thing, and like make the kid feel special for that week. So definitely a learning curve. MRDD was the actual terminology. Ah, okay. Well, I know like I had a few friends that went into that field, and when I use uh, see, I even struggle to say it now. The MR, they were like, "That's so expensive," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." I don't want to like I'm such a people pleaser that I try not to offend anybody. That right away I took that word like out of the vocabulary. I was like, "Oh, I don't want to." And then COVID, I really saw that. Oh my gosh, okay, I can't treat everybody like a delicate snowflake. Like I have to be unapologetically me too at the same time. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try this new thing where I'm gonna try my best to say what I think and feel, and if people like me, they like me. If they don't, they don't. I'm not gonna. I don't need people. It doesn't offend me when used as is, but when normal people tell each other, "You're," yeah, that's the thing. I've definitely that's exactly how I put it to my kids. But like one of my friends, like she worked at it, and she got like, you can't say that. That's derogatory. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I don't want to make anyone feel that way, so I just took it out of my vocabulary altogether, and I started using special people. I, which to me still felt offensive, like people saying things they you don't like are gay. Yeah, I'm married to one of those. Okay, I'm like I keep telling him I'm straight. I married you. Or I'll come up with I'll come up with a ring around and be like, yes, I'm very happy because like the part that I struggle with is, and I'm trying my best because like my kids are in this new generation of it, and using they, their, terms instead of his, her. Rose, knock it off! Stop telling me off. My people don't want to hear you. Oh shush. Sorry, that's the dog. Like I told you, if I don't let her outside, this is what happens. I get told off. Here for now. But I totally it's funny how I tiptoe around certain words nowadays more. But I'm trying to be more inclusive. So like I'm really trying not to like automatically assume somebody's a her or a him. I used to use it thoughtlessly, say GD a lot. My husband pointed out so I stopped it saying it. I never thought about it like taking the Lord's name in vain. Oh, I get it. My I say a lot of things that my mother-in-law, who is very very Christian, would not like me to say. But there's just some things that I don't know. I guess it's inbred in me that are harder to knock out than other things. I have a hard time stopping myself from saying that's so crazy, right? Well, I'll probably be logging off soon because I do have to go make dinner, so I probably won't be here H Town. But have a good day. Hopefully, I'll catch you the next stream, which hopefully will be tomorrow because it is Friday, so we can do the second now. Or that's insane. I must say I use that's insane a lot. I use a lot of things that I think might offend people. Not that I mean to. It's just how we grew up in a different generation, and some things just slip out more than others. Oh, you might go live later, Wendy. Okay, well, I'll try to catch you if you're in my Discord. I think you did join. You can post when you're going live, so that way people know and they can join you. You got to go as well. Okay, well then we'll end the stream here because I have to go make chicken burgers for the kids. I haven't made them yet. It will be my whole third time. Oh, don't worry. Every time I hit start, the anxiety comes, and I feel like I've been hit by a pickup truck. And then about 10 minutes into the stream, I start feeling comfortable, and it works a little better. So you'll get there. Like I said, this is I think the 27th video now we've done. I can't even remember. So we've done 20 nails, 21 nails, plus another set. So I think it's 22 streams I've done. It does get a little easier, but not when I hit start right at the beginning. Always crazy. Great job on the Darth Vader. Oh, proud. Thank you, J Rob. I tried my best. I hope you guys are trying your best too. Damn, I gotta get dinner with the fan going. Yeah, it's that time of day. Well, I don't know where you live, Wendy, but I live in Canada and it's 6:33 here. So like, by the time I'm done, they'll be eating at 7. I usually try to eat at 6:30, but I kind of went 30 minutes over my usual deadline. But it's all good. We were chatting it up and having a good time. And who wants to stop a good chat when it's, you know, sometimes we just want to get that little thing off our chest. 5:30 Central for me. So yeah, it's literally when I usually start cooking. If I'm not streaming, but if I'm streaming a little later, but my kids are also older now, so not too worried. But thank you guys all at H Town, Unique, Bree, Wendy, J Rob. I think that's all who chatted today. Hopefully, I'm not missing anybody. Thank anybody who are watching the VOD that's watching it. Just remember to stay positive and have a great day, guys. And hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow with another Darth Vader, not Darth Vader, the Star Wars nail. So, everybody have a good night. See you guys soon. Bye.